Great. Now let's go to the Future Awards. Now you were a winner last year, and you are nominated again this year. Congratulations!
Thank you very much.
Now, how does this make you feel? Do you do these things to get this sort of recognition and reward? And even if you don't, I'm sure. I mean, winning the Future Awards is a big deal. How does that make you feel?
Okay, you know, Slum School started just as a fun activity. You know, the first time I went into the first community where we started, which is Makoko, it was like an adventure I was just going for. You know, I had always gone past the bridge, and I saw the community down. And at some point, I told myself, let me see what happens down there. You know, so Slum to School was not Slum to School when it started. When I got there, I was shocked. I was really, you know, like amazed when I saw those kids in their numbers, you know, not going to school, they didn't even have clothes and all of that, you know. And at some point, I said, what will be the biggest impact we could have in the lives of those kids? And education, we know it's the most important thing. And so we started thinking, okay, so if these kids have education, I think we could solve, you know, we could have a ripple, you know, effect, ripple impact in the nearest future. And, you know, as they grow up, they could think of how to start building the society and their community. And so we said, okay, Slum to School. These kids stay in slums. We need to get them to school. And that was how Slum to School started. You know, and after the years, we've moved into several other communities. When Slum to School started, I never even knew we could have an organization. You know, like right now we have a structure, we have a board of trustees, we have a board of directors. Slum School is everywhere. We have worked with lots of volunteers, and all these things were not envisaged then. So the award was not even in the plan. You know, so after my national youth service, I became I got the first award as the best corper in Lagos, which was the Lagos State Honors Award. And after then, over 10 other awards have come in. The awards are just there. You know, the Future Awards was one award that I know was, I would say, was really, I don't know the word to use. You know, it came with so much noise, so much awareness, it brought lots of publicity to the organization. And lots of young people are always very conscious about the Future Awards. I think it has this trendy thing about it. And when just a nomination, I didn't even think I was going to be nominated. In fact, I had about 4 awards then. But when I saw the Future Awards nomination, I was like, whoa, Future Awards. You know, it just tells you that people are watching. You know, and after I got the award, I never even thought I was, because when I looked at the people in my category, 8 people that year, I was like, you know, these guys have been in the business. I told people, don't worry, it's just, as a nomination, we are okay with it. You know, and we got to the events, and the winner was Otu Orandam. And you know, it made me sit back and tell myself, you know, this is a worthy cause.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
They're doing the right thing. If I had worked in I had worked in organizations, I had worked in the bank, you know, and just in less than 2 years, Slum to School is now up to 2 years, and we've achieved so much. You know, the impact is so tremendous. You can see the lives of these kids. Most of them never even could communicate in English, but right now most of them can speak English. You go to school, you go into the community, you could sense some hope, you know, in their eyes.
Life is definitely different.
Things are changing. You know, and so I would say the Future Awards was a great inspiration to not just me, but to lots of other people to say this is the right thing to do.
It's the right path
and
to go.
Since then, you know, a whole lot has changed. Getting nominated the second time, I was like, these guys have come again. You know, and that just tells you that you're actually doing something right. You're on the right path. You know, so like people were asking me, you need to win. I said, no, we don't necessarily have to win. It's not about the awards. Whoever is there, I think even if someone else is win, you know, in that category, it will inspire the person to even do more.
The way it inspired you to do more.
The way it has inspired me. So,
now, Tolu, you won in 2010 as well.
Yeah.
And I think I was there at the event. You were. I mean, it was definitely a big deal. I'm sure.
Yes.
Because I know that I had followed your work up until then, and I knew it was a great way to actually appreciate or show appreciation for what you're doing. How did that make you feel, and how have things been since then?
I honestly didn't feel I was going to win, because if you see the statistics of those who were doing things, they were talking about thousands of getting IT for thousands of people, and what lot was written for was, we trained 75 kids to learn how to read and write.
Yes. So it looked like a very
small. It was too minute for me, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'll just attend the event and all of that. Although I had a speech ready.
Always important to have that speech ready. Somewhere in your back pocket, like.
So when I got there and we became the winner. Now I need to let people know something. How you feel on the inside is very important. Even when I didn't know how to read, I knew I was going to do something about my life.
Yes.
And I think that idea about who I am has always guided me in what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. The motives always drives everything for me. So that in itself has helped. What has happened after Future Awards, I can't begin to recount. First, before Future Awards, we only had one chalkboard and a seat. The teacher comes to class, not even in class, on the piece of refuse dump. The kids stand up or sit on the refuse dump to receive lectures. And after Future Awards, one church found us on rubbing minds, funny enough, and decided to do a fundraising event on behalf of Lots. As faith and God will have it, the plan this man came up to build to help us pay for the resource center. He had an idea for the resource center. I had a plan of the resource center and how to build it. And because I didn't get funding for it for 1 year, it was put on hold. And this man did exactly what I wanted. I mean, word for word. As he was talking, I just forwarded it from my email to his email so that he will know that this is not hearsay. This is something that I already had planned a year ago. So when the resource center came and they paid for the rent for 2 years, paid for the furnitures and some of the other things, other NGOs started coming in. Junior Achievement Nigeria paid for books, 50,000 naira worth of books. Now, when I was in university, I was getting money allowances from home and I was using to buy books. So the books went into the library also. And individuals, everybody started coming up to donate things. Rene Buttons donated the DSTV for 1 year. Some other NGO from London donated the electronics in the office. So we can't say one person made Lots. It's not even about me. The only thing you probably think I did was to have the idea and run with it.
Collate all of this together and make it work.
After that, we won Leap Africa Awards in 2011, Youth Action Net, which is an international organization, in 2012. Now GCI International also, we became top 20. Now we are the top 3 for GCI in Nigeria. So it's, for me, it's not about the awards. I honestly, I just like I said in Leap Africa Awards, that even without the awards, I will still be doing what I'm doing because it's a matter of life and death for me. It's not a job. It's not something I can pack shop and say I'm not doing tomorrow. This is my life. If I stop giving, I start dying. It's as simple as that for me. I don't know about every other person. There are people who are trained to be social entrepreneurs and all of that. I didn't go through the training. I did mass communication in school. But this is inborn. I wake up every day and I know that I have found my purpose.